What's up, my guys? This is your boy DJ ALX from GenerAsian Radio, and I've got a special guest up in Houston, Texas for the first time. My boy DJ Spindoctor.
Let's go. What's up?
Man, straight out of Mumbai, straight out of India, actually.
Straight out of Jogeshwari.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, so thank you for coming out.
Anytime, bro.
We're big fans. And our listeners out there, the main reason why I really wanted you to get on is because I want my listeners to realize that India has it, is doing it, and is kind of doing it better than the rest of the world.
Yeah, man, it's a different energy out there. Like, the whole new wave of musical aspirations, which started in like a few years back. Like, now in India. How you guys have like American Dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have something called an Indian Dream where everybody from the bottom can dream big and overnight can become a celebrity.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, initially we thought that the celebs are the godly people.
The elites, yeah.
Yeah, the elites, you can't touch them. But now, like, our boys are becoming celebrities, man.
No, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I just feel now, India, and I say now for us because, we don't get to see what you guys are doing real time, right? Oh, yeah. So what I mean by now is I just feel like now there is a music scene. There's an actual real music scene, and it came from the underground rather than the elite telling us what it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, and they dig our sounds, man. So
yeah.
Thanks to internet.com.
There you go.
Yeah,
so
thanks to internet, like, everybody can do whatever they dream of. And, if you are like blessed enough or if you are talented enough, then you take off.
So let's talk about you in general. So besides the fact that you're a DJ, you're also a doctor, and we'll talk about that later. But you as a DJ, what kind of got you wanting to become a DJ?
Oh man, so like my med schools were like crazy hectic, right? Like first year MBBS in India, it's damn competitive, man. Like you don't sleep, you don't eat, like you study, and then to take off that stress, you need something in your life, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, why not music? And I thought of giving music as a hobby, right? And back in my college days, I think rock music was peaking. Like,
and it's funny that you mentioned that because that's my memory of India. Going to bars, it was nothing but rock music.
It was just rock music, and the people who can afford guitar, who can buy drum kit, they became rock stars back then.
Got you.
And from a guy like me who comes from slum, who come from gully, we don't have access to anything. Like when I told my dad I want to buy a guitar, he's like, what the? Come on, man! Like, just focus on your studies. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So then I started listening to few of my college friends. The hip hop was just like coming to India, and like few of my friends they had a chance to listen to it, and then they pass it on to me. They're like
roughly what year was this?
50 Cent, 2005.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the first time I heard hip hop music.
Like
imagine, like
wow, okay.
Yeah, like I've never grown up with like music. In fact, I was never into music. I was a nerd kid, like who just wanted to become a doctor, astronaut, or engineer. I don't know what. But then started listening to Eminem and 50 Cent back in the days, and it just introduced to India, and like people were knowing like what the whole 2000 era hip hop wave came to India, and we all started. All the boys wanted to become a rapper. And even I wanted to become a rapper. Thank God I'm not a rapper. Otherwise, people will be bleeding out of their ears. So I was from a Gujarati medium school. So my English was horrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm from Gujarati medium.
Yeah, but there's no way I could tell.
Yeah.
Like now to you, like me. All right. I believe you.
Yeah. So my English was really horrible in my college days, and back in that time, the people who were rapping, they were rapping in English in India.
Wow.
Because they were trying to copy West, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so
See, I don't remember that part because I never got here.
Yeah. So like that's how it started. Like everybody wanted to become Eminem.
That's interesting.
And everybody started rapping in English.
Okay.
And we couldn't crack it because of the accent, maybe. But then I don't know, somehow like some boys, they started rapping in Hindi.
Yeah.
And that caught people's ear. Like, okay, now we understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then they started sending messages. They started talking about their life. They started talking about the struggle, hustle.
The true hip hop, right?
Yeah,
true
and
hip hop
that's
story.
how the hip hop wave started in India. And I'm so thankful that I'm in the whole pioneer scene of hip hop India, because we all like, we saw this culture, and then I was like, okay, I can't be a rapper, but then I can be a DJ, because I started researching about the entire hip hop thing, and internet just came to India that time. 2000 was a time where internet was accessible to middle class people, right?
Got you. Okay.
You could go to cyber cafe, pay some money like per hour, $20, and you can browse internet. And we started listening to hip hop, and I started listening to Game. I started listening to Nas, and then I went like retro, like, from 2000 to back till Grandmaster Flash.
Wow.
And yeah, that was like a retrospect journey as a hip hop listener. And then I was like, oh man, I mean, hip hop is really good. And then I learned the elements of hip hop, and I was like, oh, DJing is the backbone of hip hop.
100%.
I really want to be a DJ, man.
Yeah.
I really want to be a DJ. That's how that's how the whole seed was planted in my life. And there was this track I remember like very vaguely, Bebot, by Black Eyed Peas.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and towards the last was the DJ. He scratches Philly, bro.
Yeah.
I was like awestruck. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
and at that time, like, I was listening to hip hop music as well. So, these boys like Linkin Park.
Yeah.
So their DJ, what's his name, man?
Oh gosh, now it's a Homicide. Was it Homicide?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
man, that guy, he was like scratching and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then Limp Bizkit's DJ. Oh,
yeah.
Lethal, what's his name? DJ Lethal, right?
I think it's DJ
Lethal.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. And then I was like, bro, I want to be a scratch DJ. Fuck everything else,
man. Because let's be honest. Let's be true to ourselves. It was back then. It was the DJ, and the MCs were secondary. The rappers were secondary.
Yeah.
It was the DJ first. And so it's funny that you mentioned that, because you went back and you're like, okay, what does a DJ do? And you're like, it is the backbone. It is the backbone.
Of course.
And
right now the whole wave is towards the rappers in India.
Yeah.
So like DJs are like kind of like not getting the spotlight what they are supposed to get. But yeah, I'm hustling hard. I'm trying to put like, DJing on the map. I always represent DJ community. I say it like, out and loud. Like when out there in India, in public, I tell them like, I've achieved this not for myself, for DJs. You're
making a path for people.
Yeah. Like whenever I do anything big, I don't call it my win. I call it DJ community's win.
Yeah.
Because the DJ community deserve, like, DJs were not part of Bollywood as DJs. They were part of Bollywood as remixers.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. They were not hired for their art form of DJing. They were hired on the basis of how good remix you make.
And that was the definition of a DJ in India, right?
India, yeah. Okay. But now, like, recently, few months back, my management was contacted by Sunidhi Chauhan's manager.
Okay.
She's legend, bro. She's gold.
Yeah.
Sunidhi is gold, right? So her management reached out, and they're like, Sunidhi ma'am has some ideas about, doing a freestyle with a scratch DJ on her biggest concert in Bombay, in her life's biggest concert, like 8,000 people.
Yeah.
And she has like something in mind with Spindoctor, because she saw some reel of him scratching and stuff like that, and she found it cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So, man, the next thing I know that I'm in a studio with Sunidhi Chauhan.
That is amazing.
That's badass.
Yes.
Yeah, because as a DJ, DJs, they like,
you don't that doesn't cross. It doesn't, like, that's not like a
no, there's a saying, bro. Yeah. DJs are half cooked musician. You know that, right?
Wow, that's so true. That's so bad.
Yeah, that's bad, but yeah, we know it, right?
Yeah,
we know it. Like, DJs are half cooked musician. So we always seek for that validation that
we do. Yeah.
So I went in the studio with Sunidhi Chauhan, and like, it was, I think, one of the most surreal moment of my life, because that is a person who's good.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to get into the studio with her. She wants to get in the studio with me.
Yeah.
She wants to do something creative with me, and she must have thought that, okay, this guy has some musicality in it.
Yeah.
As a DJ, not as a music producer, not as a singer, not as a rapper, just pure DJing.
People forget these are instruments.
Yeah, this is instrument. This is a musical instrument.
Yeah.
And then we stuck on a conversation, and I told her about the whole hip hop side what I have, right? Like, you know, my roots are hip hop.
Yeah.
Come on, like, I have to be honest, like, you know, my roots are hip hop. And then later I started digging all the other genres, but like, I'm a 100% hip hop guy, like, proper.
Yep. Yeah.
And then we cooked a good routine, 15 minutes, 8,000 people, one concert, Sunidhi Chauhan live, only one guest act, the Spindoctor.
That is amazing.
And bro, I mean, of course, it was the biggest personal milestone for me.
Yeah.
But then the very next day, I just said everybody, like, you know, now I showed Bollywood what DJing is.
Yep.
And this one is for all the DJs out there that, you know, guys, the art form is alive.
Yeah.
And they are here. We are here to show.
And you're right. You gotta push it through, because nothing good is ever achieved with you just sitting waiting for people.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, you have to push yourself.
You need to be active, like, you know, you need to,
and
you
show
need to be
it
out there. Yeah,
because these are instruments, and if you don't, if you don't showcase the instrument, nobody knows. They're just thinking you just play music.
Yeah, bro. That was like a biggest W for all the DJs back in India, because like, Bollywood saw DJing, like a real DJing, not a guy who's just pressing button.
There you go. Exactly. Man, so this is you listening to hip hop and getting in the game, and then when was that moment you felt like, okay, I got this, and now I can go out there and start showcasing?
Bro, like, I've been like, you know, so I, of course, like, I had the determination to become a DJ.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the money to become a DJ. Right?
It is expensive.
Like,
let's be real.
This is super expensive. I'm not even talking about this. I'm talking about basic DJing in India. Like, say, you just want to learn mixing, right?
Yeah.
I come from a background, like, where I would say my pocket money was 20 rupees a day.
And this, for those that don't know, that's less than $1. That's 50 cents almost.
Yeah, not even 50 cents, bro. 20 rupees is 20 cents.
25, 26 cents? 30 cents. So, you know, if do the math, that's
30
crazy.
Cents per day, yeah?
Yeah.
So you can't learn a hobby from that. Like you can't even buy, like, 20 rupees, you get like 2 blank CDs, I guess. So imagine, like, and that time the CDJ thing was on, right? Like,
yeah.
Forget about the vinyls. Like, you know, I was like, so to buy like 2 CDs, I need to put like entire pocket money of one day to buy 2 CDs.
Wow.
And then to burn them.
And they're blank.
Yeah. And then you need to, like, you need a computer, you need internet to, you know, burn the CDs. And so, yeah, like, for me, it was like a very hustle tussle. I started like working with all the sound guys who provide sound to lift speakers and, you know, do like labor job for them.
Yeah.
In order to get access to the console.
Wow. Well, yeah.
Yeah. And I went to one institute. I didn't have money, but, you know, I had like balls.
Yeah.
So I just went there with like fake checks from one of my friends. He's like, you know,
determination.
Like, these are gonna bounce anyways. Like, you can use, and like till whatever time, like, you know, they come to know about the bounce check. You know, you learn something.
Yeah.
So like I did like 4-day DJ course. Gave them fake checks. Check bounce. The guy comes, he throws it on my face, and he's like, "Bro, your checks bounce." I was like, "Oh man, I think there's some mistake with the bank.
Yeah,
let me come back tomorrow." And that never came.
Oh wow.
That's like, you know, that's how hungry I was to become a DJ. Like, you know, I just wanted to become a DJ, man. Like, and with that, and then YouTube started. Yeah. So some DJs, like, who are like very sad teachers, to be honest. Oh yeah, you know, there's this DJ called DJ ALX. Have you heard about him?
Yeah.
Bro, he used to be like,
I used to watch it. I watched
the most boring teacher ever. But yeah, like, you know, still that dude like helped me a lot, because I used to watch all his videos. Even if he's slow, like, I used to watch him. Like, okay.
For me, it was better to watch him, because we would have these VHS DMC champions, and so we would watch that. But eventually, when your tape player, VHS player, stops working, and you don't want to buy another one. Now I have these VHS DMC championship tapes, and I can't watch them. So you watch YouTube, and I end up watching those guys.
Yeah, there was this DJ ALX. He used to put like DJ tutorials. So I used to watch that. And here and there, I started doing like hustling, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then I started participating in college wars. So for me,
college wars.
Yeah.
So is that like
every college has a war of the DJ competition?
Oh, they do. They did back then too.
Still.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's like college will have a dance competition.
Yeah.
Singing competition and a DJ competition for sure. Every college in Bombay.
Wow, that's awesome though. That's great.
The thing. Yeah, that's the thing. So for me, to participate in college war was only one reason, that I get to use players for those 5 minutes of my participation.
Yeah.
So when I used to participate for the wars, I was not thinking about winning the war. I was thinking about how 5 minutes I can utilize to practice my skills.
To see what's there.
Yeah, I used to do all the theory on YouTube and stuff like that, and then participate 5 minutes. I used to practice whatever. I used to lose. So initial few wars I lost.
That's what's the word I'm trying to like? That's like you're being like that's brutal.
Yeah.
Because you're up on stage learning.
Yeah.
And we all have that pride sometimes. Like it hurts.
Yeah.
But you must have had steel.
Yeah, bro.
Like where it didn't bother you.
And then then I started making friends who were like sort of like proper DJs, used to work as DJs.
Yeah.
So they put me on to some sound guys who used to give me private parties. So I started my career as a private party, and I always wanted to become a turntablist.
Okay.
So that was in my mind. So I learned how to mix on CDs.
Yeah.
Now the next step is I want to learn it on turntable. I want to scratch. That's the whole thing. So 2 years I'm doing all this hustling, getting like 400, 500 rupees per gig, which is like how much? 500 rupees is like
what? $5?
$5. Yeah.
$5. Yeah.
$6.
Okay. Yeah.
So $6
for the gig.
For the gig, entire gig, yeah, including travel.
Wow. Okay.
So
and we complain over here.
Yeah.
That's
$500 per gig for almost a year, and then I think for New Year they gave me like 3,000 rupees, and that was like a good money.
Yeah.
3,000 rupees like a big money for me.
So this is roughly around 2007.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was doing MBBS side by side.
Oh, wow.
So I'm studying medicine on the weekend. I'm doing all these small gigs, like birthday parties, wedding parties, whatever it is.
Yeah. Just so you can kind of get.
Yeah. I just wanted to brush up my skill. I just wanted to make my core so tight.
Yeah.
That DJing, I know, DJing is all about leading the crowd, bro.
Yeah.
So I used to play for different crowd. I was a hip hop guy, and I was playing like fucking every sort of music, like regional. I used to play like one day I had a gig in. Do you know what is tabela?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell us. Yeah.
Where the cattles are tied.
Yeah.
For the milk and all.
Yep.
We call it tabela.
Okay. So, we call it a barn over here.
Yeah. So barn. So there are like a lot of barns in Bombay, right?
Okay.
There's this like North Indian people. They have their buffaloes tied up and they do milking.
Mm-hmm.
And one day and those are like super gangster shady areas, right? Super shady areas. And they only listen to Bhojpuri music, which is
I've heard of Bhojpuri music. Yeah.
So one day I had a gig in freaking barn, buffalo tied next to me shitting, and I'm DJing.
And you had a table next to it. It's just smelling, right? It's
smelling like fucking.
Hey, but that's what's crazy is
I have the best.
Those are the experiences, right? That's
my favorite experience, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody can say that they played in tabela. So I played in tabela. That's like the craziest wicked gig I've done in my life. And that's how I started, all those things. And then I saved some money, I think around 10 grand. That was saving just to learn turntablism.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you go to like a formal school or something?
Once one teacher, and then he shut me off saying that you don't have enough money, bro. You were like 10,000 is like nothing. He's like, you'll be able to buy 2 cartridges.
Oh, that's how much. Because you have to bring your own stuff too. Yeah.
So then I don't know. I was just depressed. And I was just like looking online how to learn, blah, blah, blah.
And obviously you can't ask your parents, because I couldn't ask my parents either.
My parents were like super poor, like super poor. Like, we couldn't, we didn't have a car in the house. We didn't have any luxury sort of.
Yeah.
We were like super basic Indian lower middle class family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then I saw on Facebook, I saw one guy. His name was Yuri Solanki. That was written his name. His DJ name was DJ Yuri.
Okay.
From London, and he was doing beat juggling with tabla and all.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And he just posted a picture in Bombay, and I'm like, whoa, this guy is in Bombay. So I hit him up.
Yeah.
On Facebook. I was like, bro, you are in Bombay, and he had a school in London called Starts from the Scratch.
I've heard of that school.
So Yuri is a legend in London.
Okay.
Like, he's a legend. He's been DJing since like 1988.
Wow.
And he was DJ Dazzler before, and then become DJ Yuri. And he's like the OG turntablist. And he just moved to India.
Okay.
Because he loved India a lot, and he was doing gigs here and there. And I messaged him saying, yo, bro, I'm really keen on learning DJing, turntablism from you.
Yeah.
I don't have enough money, but if you can like, give me a few lessons in exchange of some money, that would be appreciated. And he's like, yeah, bro, just come.
Really?
Yeah,
he's like that open.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I generally, I was thinking you can give me 15,000, but it's okay. You can give me 10,000 right now.
Yeah.
And 5,000 whenever you have.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, and he just gave me 6 lessons. That's it. 6
Yeah.
days. He's like, you just have to come 6 days. I'll show you some scratches. That's it. Not more than that.
Yeah.
Rest you learn by your own.
Yeah.
6 days. And he showed me like, I think,
like on techniques and everything.
That was the first time.
Yes. That's the first time you touched techniques?
Touched turntables, bro. First time I saw a turntable in my life, like real turntables, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bro, the first day, you should have seen the happiness on my face, man. I wish I had that video again.
Yeah.
And on the first day, he's like, bro, I'll tell you the best scratch which you can do it for your life. He's like, do transformer. He's like 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, just do it.
Yeah.
And then he showed me, and he just went inside having his tea or coffee, I don't know. And I'm just 1 hour I'm practicing. He's like, yo, congratulations, you're a scratch DJ. I'm like, bro, you are the goat, bro. You're the legend, bro. Like, one day you made me a turntablist. That was the best day of my life. And then 6 days I learned like chirps and I don't know, few scratches maybe.
Yeah.
Chirps and adding transformers. Those are the tools.
And then maybe a baby scratch here and there and all that
that's
stuff.
It. And it's like, now you can just go ahead and practice. And I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then I started practicing with CDJs. I started practicing with, and then one of my friend, like in our group, he had a chance to buy a turntable. And then he bought a turntable, and then we all
on one turntable.
Yeah, one turntable, one mixer, and we all went to his go down to do practice, all night, like. And then how it started, and eventually I saved some money, and then the whole journey began, because as a turntablist, I got skills.
Yeah,
I had a brain to make routine.
Yeah,
so I started participating in college wars now again. But this time to win.
to win this time, not to practice.
Not to practice, to win. And state out 20-0. I won 22 wars.
What?
0 loss.
22-0.
22-0. All the colleges I used to go, all the participants like, okay, this guy is here.
There he goes.
There he goes. Like, there goes the trophy. He's taking it. So like, they were like threatened by me, all the other participants.
But did they eventually have to retire you and say you can't compete?
After it's just like after my MBBS, I stopped competing because of one DJ. Have you heard about DJ Angelo?
I've heard of it. Yeah, DJ Angelo. Yeah, from the UK.
Yeah. So he came to India.
Okay.
Yuri is from UK, so he's Yuri's friend. So Yuri is like, you need to spend a day with him because I'm not here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, cool, that'll be an honor, because I started watching his Yuri and I learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
And to get to spend time with that guy personally. Angelo is a good friend now.
Yeah.
So I met Angelo, and he's like, he gave me the best advice of my life.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, bro, stop wasting your time in competing, because I've seen the best of the best DJs working all their life for the competition, and then they win, and after that they don't see anything else because they don't have that mindset.
That's so true.
To carry forward their title, right? Wow. Only few people. Only A-Track, I think, is like one of the winner of DMC who's made it like super huge big.
Yeah, that you can go listen to him and actually enjoy it.
Yeah, so he's like, he's like, I'll give you a good life lesson to survive.
Yeah. As
a DJ, even I, like, once upon a time, one entire year, I spent like, practicing, and because of some politics, I couldn't win. And I felt so like broken.
Yeah.
And then that's how I started this video series of teaching and I got recognition as a teacher.
Oh, so you did. So you also teached.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah,
wow.
No. He started, and then I also.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. He's the one.
He's the one started.
Yeah.
He's the one started YouTube tutorials. So Angelo is famous because of.
I remember that. That's what I. Yeah.
So he's like, bro, focus on your brand, and if you really wanna take this as a serious career, just make your brand bigger. Everything will come through. And I'm like, okay. From that day onward, I stopped participating in wars.
That is some great advice.
I think that is like the best advice you've given.
Yeah.
Then I focused on brand Spindoctor, all day, all night. I just focus on my brand. I just make sure that my brand is the biggest brand out there as a DJ. That was the best advice. And then, then I started teaching. I was teaching in True School of Music, one of the biggest music school in Bombay.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, in India, I guess.
Okay.
True School of Music, They had DJ department, and I was the head of the department for turntablism.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
And there I met Divine.
Okay. Yeah. So now that we're kind of going into that, because I do want to talk about that whole underground hip hop scene and how you're involved, because I know y'all started together when y'all met.
So basically, it was like a parallel. We did cross each other's path initially when we were super small.
Okay.
We both were very small. Nobody knew us.
Mm-hmm.
We did cross path. He was in the crew called Mumbai's Finest. I was in the same crew before him, and then I left that crew, and then hip hop I was doing but then hip hop was not giving me some money, so I shifted my focus to the club DJing, more on the club DJing and education side. I was teaching, whereas Divine is doing his own thing. And then True School of Music, I think he was just he met me again in one club, in fact, first, and then in the True School of Music, and then we spoke to each other, we liked each other's vibe, and we started doing things again. And then he got signed with Sony.
Yep.
Dropped 2 tracks with Sony, first underground artist to get signed by a major label in India.
Yeah.
And the whole hip hop scene flew off. All my boys who were small time rappers back then, they all become big in Bombay scene. I started getting recognition as a pioneer of hip hop DJ in Bombay, and that's how the whole gully hip hop spread across Bombay, and then after the movie caught an eye of West and everyone else all over India, in fact.
Wow.
So that was quite a good journey. With Divine, I toured with him for 4 years. Those are 2014 to 2018 or 2015 to 2019. Those 4 years, So me working with him, he was super. He's a hardcore hip hop guy, right?
Yeah.
So when he saw a turntablist from Bombay who can scratch, he was instantly in love. He's bro,
yeah,
you are the OG. Come on, let's go. Yeah. So the turntablism, it gave meaning to my life.
So would you say, because since he went and got a deal, and then would you say that both of you guys are kind of the first, and as in DJ, MC, rapper on stage looking like that?
I think
the West
I
part.
was the first.
What I'm saying?
I was the first turntablist with a rapper, I guess.
Yes,
on a bigger stage in India. Maybe I think few other DJs have done it, but we were the only successful crew or brand, I would say, as a turntablist rapper combo.
Imagine that India, and this is the first in India.
Yeah, and people were mad. They've never seen any DJ scratch. For them, if a rapper is rapping, the DJ is gonna just play button.
Yeah. Just to look good,
just to look good. But then with us, it was a whole performance.
See, that's awesome. That's great.
There's a turntablist who's scratching, there's a drummer, and there's a solo between drummer and turntablist, where he's
and this is homegrown. This is not coming from somewhere else and coming into town.
This was very natural, bro. Nobody planned this.
Yeah.
It became very natural, and I'm okay, let's go. And that's what was popping about the whole Gully Gang band with Divine, of course, because that man had a vision. Again, he had his tight roots, so he knew how he wanted Indian hip hop to be represented.
Yeah,
it has to be a top notch quality. You cannot compromise on anything.
That
way,
man. So let's kind of roll into, because I saw you did some stuff with Red Bull.
Oh yeah.
And then you did some competitions and stuff.
So
tell us about that.
Yeah, Red Bull technically, basically I'm the resident DJ for India.
Love it.
All their Red Bull gigs I play.
Yeah.
I'm their first guy as a DJ, and it's glad that I represent Red Bull India. Big shout out to Red Bull India. They've always supported me, and the whole brand is like, we officially we have nothing on paper, but like, Red Bull is always there, like, to support any of my venture I want.
So is Red Bull doing, like Red Bull India, are they doing like a 3-style competition there?
There is no 3-style because I think the 3-style franchisee some guy got in India, and then it didn't fly much.
Okay.
So except Red Bull India, we have everything in India.
I got you. Okay.
So Red Bull BC1 is the biggest competition, B-Boy.
Yeah. Yep.
And I DJ for that also. There is the new biggest dance competition by Red Bull called Red Bull Dancer Style.
Okay.
I DJ for that every year.
Nice.
It's been like 3 consecutive years I played for them. So now Red Bull came up with an idea called Red Bull Turn It Up.
Okay.
So they wanted to do a competition based on audience poll.
Okay. All right.
Where it's like a DJ MC combo.
Okay.
So generally, like, there are rap competitions. So this is like a DJ competition, but it's less about the scale, more about the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, how you hype up the party, right? Like, how a DJ and MC combo can, literally turn the party up. So
because that's different than 3-style, because 3-style is just a DJ.
3-style is just DJ.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
this is a MC.
3-style is skill based again.
Yeah.
But this is like DJing. Like, DJing as like sole purpose of DJing is what? Like, make people dance.
Yeah.
Make people like have a good time. So this competition is all about like making sure everybody has a good time. So there are rounds and there are themes. Like, you pick a theme.
Yeah.
Like they give you a random theme and you have to perform like a whatever, like set or whatever routine. If you want to perform, you just want to mix 2 tracks, or you want to make sure that people have good time on it. So it's a MC DJ combo. It's a very unique concept, and they reached out to the top hip hop DJs in Bombay, like me, DJ Sa. He's also like a OG in Bombay hip hop scene. DJ Proof, he's also like OG. Right now he's signed with Gully Gang.
Oh wow.
I'm doing solo, so Proof is doing. Proof is with Gully Gang. He DJs for Divine.
Nice. Okay.
And there is a DJ called OG Shares. She's just new in the market, but she's hot.
Nice.
She's like really good as a DJ.
Yeah.
So that was the whole competition, and we had MC like JD from Gully Gang, Shahrul, who's a rapper, Neeraj, and Encore is like a OG rapper in Bombay scene. And it was like a competition. I mean, it was like a friendly competition first, but then toward the end, it became like
ripping each other.
Yeah, we were ripping each other so bad. But in a way, like, I had that thing in the mind that I'm gonna win, because end of the day, I'm a battle DJ, right?
Yeah.
So it's in my blood, bro.
Yeah.
When it comes to battle,
you gotta go after it.
I don't let it go easily.
No.
I'm not gonna give my trophy to anybody easily.
There you go. Why not? Why would you want to do that?
Yeah. That's my.
You gotta take it from me.
No, because I worked hard. For 14 years, I worked hard on my skills. I'm not giving you my trophy like that. I need to compete.
There you go.
You need to show me some new moves.
So now you're like, what does a DJ Spindoctor set look like now? Like, what do people get to hear?
So in India, like, I get hired for hip hop gigs mainly, but the crowd is not pure hip hop. So it starts off with like a lot of hip hop bangers, like new school, old school as well. Yeah. But there is a section in between where I throw in baile funk.
Yeah.
I throw in drum and bass. I throw in breaks.
Love it.
And a bit of pop and house.
Yeah.
Bass house and stuff like that.
But you give it to him in like,
dubstep. I do a lot of routines on dubstep. So yeah. Like, I want to make sure that, it doesn't go like very monotonous, because the newer generation, like, a club going generation, they are not pure hip hop, I would say. Yeah. Because no new generation is pure hip hop. They listen to every sort of music. Like, and
it's same here too.
You go to anybody's phone, you just won't find only hip hop songs. Yeah. There'll be songs from every category. They must be liking hip hop. They must be liking some deep house or bass house or, different pop. They must be having some pop in their pop playlist. So you want to make sure that, those guys, when they come to club, you just don't bombarding them with like one sort of music. Forcefully, you want to make sure that they are comfortable.
And they're having a good time.
So give them, they give them a good dose of hip hop. Make sure they learn some new hip hop music.
Yeah.
But then again, like go like, they need like the newer crowd, they are like very energetic, I would say. Like, they want to go hard as possible. So in that way, like drum and bass or baile funk or, breaks, it helps.
Yeah.
Jungle, bro. I sometimes I'm talking like 2-3 jungle tunes.
Because they need to be able to just go off.
Yeah. So all those kind of, I want to make sure that, I give my crowd a unique experience. And every time is different because, I know how many percentage of a genre I can tweak. Like, sometimes there'll be like, 30% of drum and bass, 30% of hip hop, 20% of house. Sometimes I don't even play drum and bass. It's like 40% of hip hop. So I change like, my set according to the energy of the room, energy of the crowd, and energy of their understanding of music. Like, how do they understand the music? If they are taking like underground music very well, then I play like a lot of underground stuff.
Okay.
If not, then, I go like little pop, sometimes numbaton, reggaeton, those are the easiest.
But that's experience, right? That's experience because you know these genres.
Yeah. I'm a hip hop DJ, but like technically I'm open format.
Yeah.
So, and I want to make sure that, I'm like anybody who comes to a club, they pay their money, right? They spend their money. So I don't want to disappoint anyone. So I have like something for everyone in the room.
Gotcha. And then since you're touring now in the US, and so up until the Houston show he's having, what have you noticed? What have you felt in America, like music scene, and how does it? And you can be honest.
Yeah. I
So
in America, mostly I played for Desi crowd.
Yeah.
Desi crowd doesn't know anything other than Bollywood, right?
Correct. Yeah.
But the American-born Desi crowd, the first generation or second generation, I'd say.
Yeah.
Those guys are ready to experiment. So when you play a song, a Bollywood song, with a different style, like now the whole wave of crazy music is going on. Like there are these guys called No Nazar. They are playing.
Yeah, from LA. Yeah.
So they have this immigrant first generation Indian or Desi crowd, I would say, not just Indian, South Asian.
Yeah.
So they are up for experiment, right?
Yeah.
So they need like new sounds with like old Bollywood tunes, and it gives them culturally acceptable feeling as well. So and they can say, "Oh, this is my culture," but again, the sound is fresh.
Correct.
New sound, not a typical Bollywood sound.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been watching that kind of a thing, and whenever I play those sort of music, the American-born crowd, Desi crowd,
they take to it, huh?
They take it, bro. They take it, and they love it. They love the representation of Indian music on an international track. Like I have certain tracks or certain edits which are like trap beats, like of a very popular song, but the acapella is Bollywood, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So they connect to that very very easily because they have like 50% of Bollywood in them, and they have like 50% of hip hop in them.
Yeah.
And when you merge and give it to them, they're like Nirvana.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. And it's funny that you mentioned that because I wanted to see if you felt that too. But I do feel though sometimes like at least in our Houston scene over here, we've got a whole wave of new Indians that just moved to the States, and they're the ones that are young professionals that are going out, and so they tend to not take well to the American Bollywood.
Yeah,
sound,
because they listen to Indian playlists, right?
Yeah.
And they want it as it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or they want like a typical Indian Desi club feel where they play like off-key mashups of all the Bollywood songs.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, man. DJs, please do not play off-key mashups. It's very painful. It's painful.
It is painful, and
it's a crime, bro. You're going to hell.
You heard it first, and it's the truth because. Come on, you're a DJ. You should know if it sounds good or not.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, like that Indian crowd which came from India, they've been partying to that music, right? And India Desi club scene is not that great. Like I'm not very proud of it because for me, like whenever I go to any Desi club in India, Bollywood club.
So but it's funny that you mentioned that, and not to sound weird, but like you guys in India still call it a Desi night.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it is a desi night. They play this. No, India gives you like good options of different genres of music when you go to party.
Yeah.
So there are hip hop nights, there are desi nights, there are techno nights.
Because I remember when I went, this is 2000, in 2000, whenever I went to 2013, but the year before that was 2000. I would go to a nightclub. They didn't play desi music at all. None of the nightclubs did.
Yeah.
You know, and it was.
And those kind of clubs are the club where the good crowds come.
Okay, yeah. Because so I left thinking
like a good crowd who loves Bollywood music, they won't go to the club.
Mm-hmm.
They will do house party.
Got you.
In India.
Okay.
Because they know that the crowd is out there who's like pretty wild.
So
you know?
I didn't know because so when I came back to the States, I was like, oh yeah, they don't play Indian music over there.
Yeah.
But now that you're mentioning it,
if you go to a good club, like they don't play their Bollywood music, like, you know.
Yeah.
I have certain clubs which are so strict.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I think one club I played in Pune, you are not even allowed to play any hip hop song which has Indian sample.
Wow.
Yeah, super strict. Like the owner will come in, bro, no Desi song, please.
Wow.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. What? Hey, you know what? You know, it's whenever you go to a nightclub.
They wanna make sure that, you know, they wanna keep their audience, like, you know,
people go for a reason.
They wanna filter their audience, like
Got you. Yeah.
They don't want like audience which, like, you know, goes ham over. And then in India it's like that. Like, you know, if you give them a little bit dose of Bollywood,
then they want the whole thing.
It's like giving the blood to a tiger. Then they will need the entire deer.
It's the same thing here too. It's the same thing here.
So if you give them a bit dose of desi, then they expect the entire night to be desi.
Yeah.
So the DJ don't let DJ to play what the DJ wants to play. Or he's booked to play. Like, you know, if I'm a hip hop DJ and I'm booked to play hip hop,
it's just nothing but hip hop.
I am with the mindset that, you know, I'm gonna do a hip hop night, bro.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to end up in a Bollywood night, right?
Yeah. Because you were booked for that particular reason.
Exactly. And like I have like followers who came to listen to my music. You know, they paid to listen to my music, and because few idiots, I need to change the whole energy of the room, which I doubt I will do. But yeah, sometimes it happens.
Wow. Yeah, so like the US is, I guess, kind of similar in the fact that, you know, you have your Bollywood crowd, but the American Bollywood is where I'm focusing a lot of my energy, and that's where I feel like I connected with you. Is that, you know, you're a hip hop DJ, you're a scratch DJ, turntablist, but you have that mindset of I want to present it in a different format.
Yeah, like,
right?
You need to do a bridge, right?
Yeah.
You need to build a bridge.
And then not just come over here and play just typical Bollywood remixes.
Yeah, bro.
I
hate like remixes.
Yeah. So the ones I have to play, because I do events that I have to play a lot of Bollywood. I tend to I'll just throw a hip hop lyric right on top of the break or wherever they have that drop, and then that makes me feel like, okay, I did something other than just playing a typical song, you know?
100%, yeah.
Man, I mean, I'm having a great time talking to you. You still have some little bit of time?
I got all the time.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because I have a couple more questions before we.
Bro, shoot all your
you know,
questions. I got all the time in the world.
So then we've got you all the way up until you're here. What's the future like for Spindoctor? What do you see yourself doing?
Well, this year my plan for 2024, I really want to come on TV.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if I come on TV, I feel like, you know, I'll be face.
Yeah.
I'll be a celebrity face, and then I can tell them, like, okay, a DJ can become
more than just behind the decks at
he can become a celebrity.
Yeah.
He can be the face of every household in India.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanna make sure that my face and my brand is out there in every goddamn house in India, and that will encourage the newer generation of DJs to dream big, bro. Like, you know, you just don't wanna dream. Like, you know, in India, like, you know, I was just talking to a friend of mine, and I told her, like, you know, yeah, you're doing really good gigs, like gigs after gigs, but then what is your future?
Yeah.
Like, is this what you want to do, like, for the rest of your life? Like, you know, you're getting booked, like, you know, 10 nights in a month.
Yeah.
You're making decent money, right? But then, don't you feel it's saturated? It's a plateau.
Yeah.
Like, you get the best gigs, you get the top gigs, you get the highest gig in the month, calendar month. But then, after that?
There's a certain point where
you need to get out of that matrix, right? You need to get out of the loop and
We all want to grow. We all want to grow,
yeah,
right?
So, like, right now, gig-wise, I'm touch wood, I'm doing really good.
Yeah.
Brand-wise, I'm doing really good. I'm traveling, doing everything really good. But then I don't want to be stuck in this loop.
No, you're
right. I
right.
don't want to do the same gigs again and again. I want to make sure that, I break out of the loop, go to the next loop, try that, break out of that. So
yeah,
I evolve, man. So my next thing is I want to come on a TV. I want to drop an album.
Okay.
And like just dropping an album, I don't think so. Now the whole dynamics of the music industry is as such that, if you drop an album, to make a successful album is not just good music. It's everything around good music.
Yeah.
So you need to be a good brand in order to promote that music. If I'm a household brand, then my album will do better compared to if I just drop an album and
and then and hope for the best. Yeah.
The probability of that album getting success is very less than the probability of the album which I put when I'm a known figure, because the algorithm will pick it up in a better way, right?
Yeah, it's so funny because like that's how we have to talk now.
Yeah,
right.
Bro, you need to evolve, right? Like that's the world we can't change.
We can't change. We have to
adapt.
Yeah,
and I'm here to adapt, man. Like I adapt. I've adapted. I change my strategy every year. Like
Yeah.
You can't keep a 5-year strategy now because the world is changing, man. You never knew, like 5 years before, you never knew the Instagram is going to be so big, right?
Yeah. No.
And
yeah.
5 years after, here we are sitting, and Instagram is the biggest tool for anybody to make popular in this world. Like Instagram can make big celebrities.
I remember when all of this was going on, and I would see all these DJs and see everything. I'm like, why are they doing this? Why are they on IG when they should just be DJing?
Yeah.
I didn't see the future. I didn't understand social media and the whole marketing and promoting and becoming a brand until maybe 2020 for me.
But however, we are lucky enough that our roots are very tight. So sustainability, what we have, is higher. Like we can sustain on a longer time.
Yeah.
Because the whole new generation of DJs who like become popular overnight by putting less effort and because of the algorithm they are popular.
Yeah.
Their sustainability is kind of doubtful because I've just heard, man, like I'm not gonna name like but there is this boy, I don't know, there's this guy who makes like crazy online mashups, like Bollywood mashups and all. He's like super big.
Yeah,
people are touring him like different countries, and when they see his DJ skills,
they're disappointed. And it's funny that you mentioned that. There's a lot of them like that. I don't want to name names, but there's a lot of them like that. And
so
it's like
I would say like success should come when you deserve it.
Yeah.
So
when you have the skills, because you're right. Once you get popular, you only have one chance.
Yeah.
After that, then to prove yourself.
Yeah, to prove yourself.
Yeah.
So now I know that I can play any goddamn gig in this world. I've traveled like crazy different countries, different cities, blah blah blah. I've played more than like 1 million people in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm done like couple of thousand, or I don't know how many shows in my life. I don't even keep account.
Yeah.
But because with all those experience, the day I get to do something bigger, my hands won't shake.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
My hands won't shake.
Yeah. And just you'll step up to the plate. You're ready to go.
If it shakes, I'll make sure that I give my good time. Like I give good time to people because that experience is inbuilt, bro. Like
it is. It's invaluable. As people don't understand, you have to back up what you put out.
Yeah. So this year the whole plan is to come on TV, drop an album, probably do one international collab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not much.
So, album-wise, you're talking maybe like your own original production?
Yeah, I do produce music.
Okay.
Yeah, I have like few tracks.
So, now we're going to get into the nerdy part of it. Mm-hmm. What are you an Ableton guy?
100%.
Beautiful.
Ableton.
Yeah.
Ableton from day one. So, I use Ableton. I use like Splice as the main source of my.
Me too. I'm a Splice guy because I just want to find sounds. That's all I love doing.
Splice and like, plugin wise, few plugins which are like my favorite. One is Lounge Lizard.
Okay. Yeah.
Lounge Lizard is a really good plugin for Rhodes and piano. The other one which I like is Vital, because Vital is like free version of Freedom.
Yes.
So Vital is my favorite plugin. Yeah. Like you get like good presets.
Yep.
You get crazy presets, man. So Vital is my thing.
Oh, so yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing that. Like an album. So you're talking about maybe getting MCs and
Generally I've dropped like a couple of tracks.
Okay.
With rappers.
Yeah.
Like, I've done like 2 Gujarati songs.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, 1 Gujarati drill song.
So I ran across this artist a few days ago. Huke Karan. It's from Gujarat, from Surat.
What's his name?
Huke Karan.
Huke Karan. Oh, wow.
Okay, well, yeah. So we'll put it up on somewhere here for you guys to listen to. But if you get a chance to listen to him,
yeah, sick.
Yeah,
there are this guy called Aghori Music.
Okay.
From Ahmedabad, bro. They are big.
Okay.
They are the big in Ahmedabad, in Gujarat rap scene.
Because Gujarati rap is...
Yeah, so
it's a funny... If it's not done right, it doesn't sound right.
Those guys they have like beautiful production, the whole cultural fusion of Gujarat and rap. You need to check out Aghori Music. So
the ones in the US, this is way back in the days, Ruckus Avenue, I don't know if you heard of them.
Karmasi?
Karmasi, yes.
That was my college days, bro.
Yes. So we've interviewed them.
Made me so proud that, bro, whenever Karmasi guys, you guys, I owe you big time for my career, man. You guys made me believe that a Gujarati boy can do hip hop.
That's awesome. So we had him in the studio. And
really?
I was DJing their beats.
Really?
And they were just going hard at it, and they were doing it freestyle. So they would just pick up things and just talk about it.
Legend.
Yes.
Those guys are the guys that put seed in me, like as a hip hop artist.
Wow.
Because those are the guys I listen to them. So I was like, because from I'm Gujarati medium, like my confidence was really low. Right?
Yeah.
I couldn't speak English, to navigate through like the whole crowd which I belong to right now. Like I'm around the celebrities, shit like that.
Yeah.
So that confidence, it came later in my life. But initial days when I, a guy who doesn't know English, a guy who lives in a chawl, in a slum, and a guy who has no resources in this life. Of course, I was very underconfident in my life in my initial stage.
Yeah.
And got to Karmasi.
Yeah.
Hi, chale chi yaar kasam bhai khano krine che. Are to America chauche ne. Oh, those guys love it. Bro, what a song, bro. Blood Brothers?
That is amazing that it actually went to India and you heard it in India.
Bro, India was the biggest song.
Really?
The non-Gujaratis still listening to it. Divine is still listening to it, bro.
That is too funny. I had no idea it went that far.
Bro, Karmasi, come on. Everybody knows about Karmasi.
Wow.
Those guys were like legends. I'm just...
Because they were in our backyard. That's why we didn't know how big they were.
I'm just sad that they didn't become so big. But that particular song, it struck the right chord in my life. Yeah.
It did.
And then even Hardik Gujubhai,
Yeah, I heard him. Yeah.
Hardik used to do pretty good.
Yeah.
Hardik Dave.
Yep.
Yeah. And then he made like DC hip hop and everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Hardik is a good guy.
The one track that took us back and set us back a long time was Patel Rap. That set us back 30 years.
Okay.
And people were like,
Pateloscope, yeah.
We can, like...
Devang Patel?
I don't know who it was, but it was
Devang Patel, I guess.
It was Patel Rap.
Devang Patel, I guess. Because there was this album called Patel Scope.
And he took us back, and then we couldn't come back after that because people were like, "Okay, this is Gujarati rap," and it wasn't good.
No, Karmasi guys pulled it off.
Yes,
really,
they did.
Those guys are like the whole blend of like crazy,
Yep.
Or dil, my heart, my lower, my blood. From the start,
hard.
my heart, my family. To
yes.
The part.
So hard. Wow. Wow.
Insane. I still remember the lyrics.
No, I forgot most of the lyrics. And you're like, it's in you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's stuck to chord. Like,
wow.
It's there in me, innate.
Man. So, yeah. You are spinning tonight.
Yeah.
At Club Z.
Yeah,
yes. Yeah. And, bad thing is this is not going to air anytime soon. But I just want everybody to know he is in Houston. This is his first time in Texas. Everything is big. I took him to eat barbecue, and I hope you enjoyed that.
Yum.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
100%.
Seeing you on TV.
100%.
And maybe coming to India and being able to witness Spindoctor.
We got a party tonight.
Yes, for sure.
We got a party tonight. We got a party in India. Whenever you're in India, you just have to hit me up.
Awesome.
I got you. And when I say, I got you. It's not like I got you like American, because I've met so many DJs like American DJs.
Yeah.
They come to India, they chill with me and they're like, yeah, bro, whenever you come to US, I'm going to make sure that and here when you message them, they're like, they don't even reply.
Yeah. You got your fake friends,
American culture, come on.
There you go. But yeah, so thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this interview. Those out there, go check out my boy. Check out DJ Spindoctor. Go to his IG. Follow him. Support him.
Spindoc Live. Let's go.
There you go. All right, we out. GenerAsian Radio. Peace.
GenerAsian Radio. Gang.